Gate open, working very hard to get these gates open, to get inside, to get the goods. The van there could be the person's van, or maybe not, but that's a jewelry store they're trying to break into there, so maybe they think the payoff is going to be worthwhile.
Well, it looks like that van has succeeded, at least partially, oh, he's going to try again. Obviously, he didn't quite make it the first time. This is maybe the third or fourth pass at this place.
The crowd's backing up now for the van to give it another go. Oh.
All right, Mark, we're going to repeat that only because if law enforcement is watching this, we want them to know where this is happening. Again, tell us exactly this location.
Well, I'll open up here for you, Chris. We're at the corner. There's also fire at this location, too, so the authorities are very busy. They have their hands full.
That also will coincide with a curfew, a dawn to dusk curfew, which will be imposed in all of the city of Los Angeles tonight.
Standing here next to me is the owner. His name is Frank Barbano. We have been standing here watching this fire get bigger and bigger. He knows right now there are no firefighters here, and the chances of his store going up are, I don't know, Frank. What do you think?
Well, I think that whether it goes up or not, everything around it is destroyed. I'm one of the last stores still standing here in the shopping center. I'm undamaged this far, but if I can't open tomorrow, I can't open next week. I mean, there's nobody's going to come around here to go shopping.
It is
total loss. Total loss. Millions of dollars just in the shopping center.
Let's go back to the fire there. Yeah, this is spreading so rapidly, and I almost think there's gas or something, because it just seems to be feeding this fire. Frank, are you thinking about sticking it out here? I mean, this is your life here.
Yeah, I don't have insurance like a lot of small business owners. Insurance is very expensive, especially with pizza and delivery. And if I lose, I lose, and that's my life. You know, it's devastating. My main concern was people trying to break windows and break into the place. It's gone far beyond that. There was a fire right in back of us, and I've been battling that all day long with a couple of hoses. Another store owner as well was helping me. But now it looks it's just pointless now. It's just beyond hope.
You're seeing it right in front of your eyes right now, folks. It's just this wind that's whipping it so fast that don't get too close, Carl, because that'll pop. That glass will explode. Incredible.
How will Frank begin to start over now? Ask him how he'll start over.
Okay, Bree, let me see. I'm trying to locate Frank. He's obviously a little bit upset. He's seen his business go up in front of his eyes.
It would be curious to know if this was the first time that he looks young.
This concludes this activation of the emergency broadcast system on April the 30th, 1992 at 16:48 hours.
OCD from Battalion 5, we got both sides of Pico going. OCD from Strike Team 1204A at Albany on Olympic. I've got a 200 by 200 one-story commercial fully involved with exposure. 670 from OCD. OCD in from engine 441, 8th in Vermont. Shots are fired. 5 men are leaving the area. Repeat, shots are fired. OCD from engine 441 at 8th in Vermont. We do need PD immediately for shots fired. We do have a 2-story commercial building attached. It will run the entire block if we don't get in there. We've got a 3-story apartment that's a severe exposure on the south side. Have we got anyone available? Battalion 3, no. Team 77, can we get another unit of PD if possible? We have a large hostile crowd. PD from Light Force 95, fire department needs help. Alvarado on 9th Street, many shots fired. Arlington, IC. I got structure Vernon in Vermont. Convalescent home with 92 patients involved. Is there anybody you can cut loose? PD, anybody to go assist over there? I got engine 50 barricaded also in a structure, taking on shots.
Thanks for joining us for the city of Los Angeles, a third day of tension and violence. As night approaches, police and National Guard units are out in force. Federal troops are on standby. Violence in the city appeared to die down a bit today, but the toll is obvious. 37 people dead, more than 1,300 injured, more than 4,000 arrested. Damage estimate, $200 million and rising.
L.A. is a pit. It is on fire. People are killing each other. Channel 3 crew from Las Vegas just got fired upon, and somebody shot out the back window of their news truck.
It is a shame that they have to do it this way, but you have to get people's attention.
Winchell's Donut Shop on Western at 18th got burned bad. just one of the hundreds of businesses that make up a ribbon of charred South Central Los Angeles. The hatred enters you through your ears, your eyes, your skin. The Rodney King verdict is tearing the fabric of L.A. apart and tearing down the city along with it.
I just want to say, you know, can we all get along? Can we get along? Can we stop making it horrible for the older people and the kids? And I mean, we've got enough smog here in Los Angeles, let alone to deal with the setting these fires and things. It's just not right. It's not right, and it's not gonna change anything. We'll get our justice. They've won the battle, but they haven't won the war. We'll have our day in court, and that's all we want. And just I love, you know, I'm neutral. I love people of color. You know, I'm not like they picking me out to be. We've got to quit. We've got to quit. You know, after all, I mean, I can understand the first upset for the first 2 hours after the verdict, but to keep going on like this, and to see the security guard shot on the ground, it's just not right. It's just not right, because those people will never go home to their families again. And I mean, please, we can get along here. We all can get along. We just gotta, you know. I mean, we're all stuck here for a while. Let's try to work it out. Let's try to beat it. You know, let's try and work it out.
Is not what's happening at Los Angeles International Airport. Airlines are continuing to cancel flights to LAX. Visibility has been reduced by the smoke from fires, and so runway approaches are being limited. Many airlines report up to 50% of the flights have been canceled to LA, and those that do land here suffer long delays. The situation has had a domino effect on airports throughout the country. Today in Los Angeles, there was overall calm, limited looting and arson, but over the last couple of days, the rioting has certainly left its scars on this community.
I see what you mean by the smell. It's just everything.
It's horrible.
The power in their rented home has been off since the violence started. Most of the food has spoiled. They've been surviving on some canned goods. To get a hot breakfast, the family went to a Red Cross shelter a mile away. They waited for 2 hours, but food never arrived. The Red Cross said the problem was they couldn't get a police escort to bring food in the area that might be open. But they decided not to go because they were frightened that long lines and frustration might lead to violence.
Eventually people are going to turn on each other. That's the ultimate thing that's going to happen. So we're just going to go to wherever we can find food.
But she wasn't sure where. Just about everyone in this neighborhood is worried about what will happen next. As for the Cortez family, they know it won't get better anytime soon. Evidence of a damaged neighborhood appeared down the street, where a dozen or so police officers wearing riot gear stopped people who were taking merchandise out of a store. But the cops determined they weren't looters, but the owner of the store and helpers trying to salvage what they could from the store that was burned and looted the night before. Susan Cortez is a medical clerk. Roger Cortez, a truck driver. They're saving what they can, and they hope that soon they'll have enough money to leave. Robert Vito's CNN, Los Angeles.
Well, the day here is winding to a close. The dusk to dawn curfew remains in effect, and now that greater forces have been mobilized, hopefully this evening will be a calm one, because this city has certainly seen its share of violence, enough for a lifetime. Susan?